Dr. Thurgood.
Larry, how are you?
Hey, hi. Hey, you getting Mookie's autograph, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm usually a Cubs fan. I'm kind of attracted to the hopeless cases.
Hey, right?
Well, listen, I hope you excuse me. You know when you were a kid walking with your mother through Bohacs, you saw your teacher and you had to realize she didn't live in school? You understand, Larry, I don't live in school either. You know what I mean? Nice to see you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, listen. So, I got to talk to you about something. What happened was, I was in a softball game, and I heard the Softee theme, again with the Softee theme, and a ground ball went through my legs. That cost us the championship in a softball game.
Are you absolutely
then,
sure that you want to deal with this here? I mean, while we're here?
well, what's the big deal? We're just online. So, and then that night, I was in bed with a woman, and I heard the Softee music again, and I couldn't perform.
Well, it is very troubling.
Yes. She called me Mr. Softee.
She did.
Yes.
But my advice is don't try too much at once. I had a client once. He was a rock guitarist. He played for the band, what was the name of it? Grand Funk Railroad. I don't want to reveal his name because I already told you he played for Grand Funk Railroad. You just look it up. It's Mark Farner. The great thing about Mark Farner was he didn't mess around with all the extraneous notes. You understand what I'm saying? He only played the important notes.
Yeah.
And that's what I want you to try.
I find it a little troubling that you told me his name because now you could be telling people my name. Do you get that?
It was merely an accident.
Well, I don't want this accident to happen with me.
I completely understand it. I don't think it will happen with your name.
Have you talked about me to anyone?
Of course not. I would never do that to you or any other patient, Larry. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, my God. Excuse me 1 second. I think that's Bill Buckner.
Larry.
Hi. I know I don't have an appointment now, but I got a bill in the mail today. Am I to understand that you charged me for talking to me online at the baseball card show? Is that possible?
Well, yes, it is.
Dr. Thurgood, we spoke for all of 3 minutes.
Well, let me just point out to you, Larry, that sometimes when people suffer with what I might call the more dramatic forms of narcissism, they have a hard time gauging how long they've been talking about their problems or themselves.
Are you saying I'm a narcissist?
Larry, maybe I can help you understand this way. I had a client. He was quite an illustrious, well-known director. I don't want to reveal who he was, but he did direct Star Wars. And he enjoyed, in his repertoire of things that he liked, to see prostitutes. Now, in that particular situation, if he were to hire a prostitute, let's say for an hour, which was normal for him...
You might as well call him George Lucas. I mean, that's who directed Star Wars.
Well, I would never say that. I would never say that.
Well, you just told me who it was.
I merely alluded to the fact that he was a well-known director. Now, for one of the things that he needed to complete his work, it was important.
Everybody knows who directed Star Wars.
Well, not everyone is in show business, Larry.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
My point is...
God knows what you're saying about me.
No one asks about you.
I didn't ask about George Lucas, but you just brought him up.
I merely said a well-known director, and here's my point. He used to frequent prostitutes, and very often, he would hire them for an hour, which was their minimum, but it only took him 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes to complete the shot, if you understand what I'm saying. However, they considered it fair, and he considered it fair, to pay them for the full hour. That was the way they did business.
First off, I'm appalled by what you just said to me.
He has a right to do what he wants. He's an adult.
It's supposed to be confidential.
Well,
You're not supposed to be telling people.
It's merely by way of illustration. My point is that people need various things to help them function. And my hope was that I was doing that for you. Well, it's good to see you.
Yes, and congratulations, Doctor. I think you've stumbled upon the perfect analogy for exactly what you do.
Well, it's somewhere between a hobby and a profession for me, just as it is for them. Good seeing you.
Okay.